from that. We are live. Let me see if my YouTube wants to catch up here. Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday and happy Christmas Eve. Jello, Margie, and Crary Missmas to you too. Cherry Missmas. Yeah, that's funny. Glennis, Jello, she's in the car driving to the restaurant. Awesome. Whoops, let's see. This is not going to cooperate. There. Oh, Margie, you are so very welcome. Sorry for making you cry in front of company. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, awesome. Yes, enjoy your dinner, Glennis. Well, there's a couple people here. It might just be you and me and Margie, but important people are here, right? Christy's here. Yes, Christy is here. Yeah, Christy, if you want, try signing in on your other one and see if your chat shows up this time. Last time she was chatting, it was like Margie and Linda's. Christy was chatting and we couldn't see it at all. It just wasn't showing up. I didn't even check my.
Do you two ladies have ad blockers on your computer?
I
was reading somewhere that some of them go haywire sometimes, and they won't let you comment on YouTube videos. They said disable it. It might work, and then you turn it back on later. Whatever.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, I read that on something.
Yeah. Disable it while you're going on a live, and then you can re-enable it.
Yeah, they said try that. I mean, that might be the issue.
I think Margie has an ad blocker, so that might be.
Yeah, they said try that.
Carrie made it. Just got home from Christmas Eve service. Merry Christmas to you. We are so blessed to have you as part of this group, Carrie. We're happy that you're here. So happy that you're here. Yeah, that must be a really weird glitch, Margie. I agree.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen all the time. They said it just every once in a while. They said it was working fine, and all of a sudden they can't comment on any video or something.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what happened to Margie and Christy. Yeah. Never a problem before, and then just all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yep. Very strange, but yeah. So if that happens, and then you could always, in the middle of it, Margie knows, Christy, you could just send a private message to one of us and say, it doesn't look like I'm showing up in chat. Can you see me? And, but yeah, that might be a good thing to try. Turn off ad blocker for the period of time of the live. So yeah, Carrie, some people have had a problem. Margie had a problem over at Linda's. Carrie goes to Linda's, where she was commenting in chat, and nobody could see it. She just wasn't showing up at all. And then Christy had the same problem last week here on ours. So not sure what it is, but yeah, Candy found that as a possible solution. So it's worth a try. Always worth a try. I haven't even started yet, and I already have gluey fingers from pulling the top off of this. Oh, I hate that. I have a baby wipe that is dry that needs to be activated. So pull the top off the new jar. Let Margie answer that. Oh, I hear Charlie. So tonight we thought it would be nice, instead of doing any kind of tutorial or making something specific, that we just hang out and have a good old-fashioned happy paper people laugh and craft, or relax and craft, or whatever it is, because it feels like the end of a huge rush. Hopefully tomorrow for many of us will be a relaxing day, and then back into the rush. Always stuff going on. I didn't even check my camera before, so hopefully that's okay. So we're gonna maybe just do some collaging here, because that's pretty mindless. We don't have to think really hard when we're collaging, except that all my towels are in the laundry room because they were all soaked with coffee and ink. All of them. I grabbed every last one. So let me just grab some scrap fabric that can be thrown into the laundry. just so I can use it on my brush. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of scraps that are good for collaging that did not yet get put in their proper collage or scrap bin. So perfect. I might just use those. And let's see. Candy, what are you going to collage with? I don't know.
Since I'm putting it on a canvas. Oh, I might do clear gel.
Oh, cool. Oh, but you're going to collage for a specific project.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah. Trying to get something finished and going there. I'm just going to collage.
Yeah. Nothing like wait till the last minute.
Really? Well, hey, we do our best work at the last minute, right?
Okay, I hope so. I surely hope so.
Sylvia is here. Yes, Margie, it rained coffee in my house. At least in this studio it did. It rained coffee right off the desk.
Ink. Don't forget the ink.
and yes, all the ink that was mixed with the coffee, that just made it worse. But the drawer was open. The top drawer that goes across the front of the desk was open about an inch. And so a sheet of coffee was just raining off the desk, and it rained right into that, like coming off the side of the roof. And it just went right into that drawer. I pulled open that drawer, and the drawer, because I saw it dripping to the floor, it was like a sheet coming off into the drawer. And then as that was filling up, it was dripping a little bit onto the floor. So I saw the drip on the floor. I followed it up to the drawer. I pulled the drawer open, and slosh, the whole thing was just full of coffee. It was rather funny. Funny, not funny. But, you know, hi, Toby. Super crafter ladies. You messy. I know it was. But I keep those old cotton towels in here, and I use them for everything. I wipe off color and paint and ink and everything on them, and they are just a massive color. And when they just get too full, I throw them in the laundry, so at least they're clean color. And eventually they're just completely covered and old and aged and great to tear up and use in projects. So now they're just all coffee dyed. Not just color, they're coffee dyed and color. Sylvia, I'm so energy. Oh my goodness, Sylvia, we're just thinking, we're all just winding down and going, you know. And Sylvia says we sound energized.
Yeah. Well, I did my third Christmas today.
That's true. That's true. You did. So do you get to relax on actual Christmas tomorrow?
Yeah, we're not doing anything tomorrow. We're having leftovers and
good. Yeah, she did Christmas with all the grandkids one at a time. Oh, man. Lots of leftovers again, though. Good food.
Well, we didn't do that much. We only did tonight. We just did
ham.
I did a ham, and I did homemade mac and cheese. And Rodney's mom makes this sweet corn that's really good. And she freezes it, and we had that. It is so good because she gets the corn on a cob that they have there. And
yep. Ham and homemade mac and cheese, and I'm good. You wouldn't even need to make anything else. I'd be totally happy.
And then my dessert was the chocolate macadamia nut. I got one of those
from Sylvia.
So my diet is like shot.
Oh, mine is too. All the sweets that people have been so generously sharing, I just quit thinking about it. I'll pick it up again after. Hard. It's hard to do. There's so many awesome things around. I don't know. Some years are worse than others. Some years are harder than others to avoid or to turn away from. Maybe that is to turn away from the sweets. Let's see here. Hi, Sandy. Sylvia made 4 tamales. Ooh.
how to make those.
Sylvia, you had the energy to make tamales.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my goodness.
I barely had the energy to wrap the ham and stick it in the oven.
Yeah, tamales are no small feat.
No.
Like, this is why Mexican families get the entire family together, and it's an all-day event, and everybody helps. Because, yeah, it's no small feat to make tamales. So, but this is where I want to be in Washington when Sylvia's making tamales. Oh, yum. Well, if Sylvia come to retreat, we could take a day and make tamales here. That would be so awesome. Teach us how to make tamales, Sylvia. That would be way awesome.
Yeah, I told her to film it in her Grinch costume, no less.
Oh, that would even be better. Yeah. As she's ordering everyone else around in her Grinch costume. Sandy, how you doing? Toby loves your rooster.
Oh, thank you, Toby. That's a compilation.
Oh, Sylvia used to be your mom's taste tester. Film? Sylvia's like, film? Film it? What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Does he look real enough? Because it's different feet, different tail, and I've doctored the head.
And who was it that didn't somebody draw that?
Rooster that used to come. No, this was a rooster that used to come. No, I couldn't use those feet. They were in the wrong.
Okay. That's the actual picture of that rooster from the neighborhood. Yeah. Who are you going to call from the neighborhood?
He used to come up and roost under our patio.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'll bet Wendy would have some good ones to take a copy of. Yeah. What are you using on the paper? Oh, are you talking to me or to Candy, Toby? What are you using on the paper? I'm just collaging, and I thought it would be a brainless thing. And here I am thinking about how I want this collage to go. That is not brainless, is it? Was not very, I don't know. And I'm not sure why. I'm not, sometimes you just sit down to do something and you start doing something with it. And I don't know why. It wasn't a plan. Yes, love tamales. Trying to remember what my picture is, but I can't see my own picture in there. I'll go look at it for you. Toby, if you're talking to me, this is Stamperia Mixed Media Collage Gel. It's collage gel is what it is, collage gel, but it's a collage gel. So it's a collage medium. I really like it a lot. Margie, let me go look at your messenger. Carrie, tell you what, here, Carrie, I will give you, Margie's. Here, and I don't know who that is, but that is not you. Somebody else came up where you usually come up, and I just clicked on it. Whoop, not the right one. And Margie, there we go. Okay, Carrie, I just sent you a message. There you go. All right. Chrissy. Okay, wait. Christy, I think you sent me that message right before. Christy, are you still here? Daughter's mother-in-law made tamales, and they were so wonderful. I'm the only one in the house that eats them. How awesome is that? So I got to eat all of them, and they're already gone. That's awesome, Christy. Yeah, I think you sent me that message before you went into the other account. So cheating. Costco has carnitas all chopped up. Yes. Added cumin, garlic, chili powder, pepper. Voila. The masa is prepared. Nice. You know what, Sylvia? Sometimes you have to take a few shortcuts. That's totally okay. You can't kill yourself when you don't have the energy. You just can't. You do what you can do, and that's all you can do, right? Oh, now let's see here. What? I got to look at some of these book pages and make sure they don't have stuff on them. I know one of them came from a mystery book, and this chapter is called Bloody Bones. So I need to turn to the other side. Now, what's on the other side? Too much blood, too much killing. Oh, no. I'll have to put something over the top of that. Or, let's see. Maybe I can just do this and take off that first line. And do that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I like a lot of different things for collaging. I really like this Stamperia collage gel. I like that a lot. I like the Tim Holtz collage medium. It's another one of my favorites. This is just something for something else. Okay. No, Christy, don't be sorry about that. I'm glad that you sent it. Yes, that's right, Sylvia. Do what you can do and don't do what you can't do. And if you're tired, lay down and rest and chat with your fingers while you're watching. And just hang out with your friends for a while. We need to get over this thing as women that we always have to be productive. Productive meaning doing something else. Because you know what? Sometimes being productive is taking care of ourselves. And I know you're all slapping me going, oh, look who's talking. Believe me, I know. I need to get over it as much as anybody. And I what we need to do is stop and say, what would I tell my friend to do? In this situation, because it's real easy to tell you, go take care of yourself. Don't worry about that. We'll get it tomorrow or the next day or next week. But we don't allow ourselves that same grace. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that whole thing in there. Ugh. Hate when it gets full of glue all the way to the top. That's my wet one. Okay. So, so y'all relaxing at home tonight for Christmas Eve? Anybody have any big Christmas Eve traditions? That I know Carrie already went to Christmas Eve services. Penny's here. Hi, Angie. Angie's up. There's Penny. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you, Margie. Thumbs up, please. Appreciate it. Hi, Lucy. Right now, I learned to collage by dividing the page into 9 squares. That way I know where to put my focal point. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Penny. How do focal point? I don't do a focal point on just collage for the most part. But it's like after I cut it up, then they can get focal points. So Candy, tell us how cold it was in Louisiana today.
I got up to, well, it was 31 just a little while ago, which was the high.
This morning when you messaged me.
Yeah, it was actually 20 this morning. And then it warmed up to about 22 about 3 o'clock when we ate. And then it's up to 31 now.
Wait a minute, when you messaged me.
Now it's cooling off again. That was yesterday. Yesterday it was 9 degrees.
It was 9 degrees. Okay, I was thinking that was today.
7 o'clock, it was 9 degrees.
9 degrees. Oh.
I moved here to get away from that crap.
I had to laugh. That is way colder than it is in Utah. Need to come to Utah to get warm.
Oh, crap. Man, that's freaking cold.
Yeah, 9 degrees is cold.
For here, that's
yes.
Unheard of. I don't even think it got that cold here when it snowed that time.
Oh, wow. That time. I love it. That's like
they're in the 50s. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We're not having a heat wave. It is 4 in Tennessee. Yeah, see, they're getting what we had.
4. Wow. Yeah, that's cold for Tennessee too. Do you get snow in Tennessee, Penny?
Yeah, they get a little bit.
A little bit? Yeah.
Depends on where at in Tennessee, but they get a little bit.
So you really get 4 seasons.
Yeah, I think most of Tennessee does. That's why Rodney wants to move there.
Yeah, I really like having 4 seasons. If I could just keep them all like really mild, really neutral, not super cold, not super hot. I really do like 4 seasons. I should have cut that one off before. Wow. 5 degrees in Wisconsin. It's colder in Tennessee than Wisconsin. It was cold. I know, Sylvia, go Cowboys, and other team went to the Vikings. A heat wave in the 50s. That's funny. It's like a heat wave. Oh, yeah. Well, we've been high of 30s. So we're kind of right in the middle of all of you. Not been too bad. I need some more music paper. Music. Oh, that reminds me of the old that old song. All right, music paper. Wind chill was -8. Oh, shoot. Oh, in Texas, they were at 2 degrees last night. Coldest she's ever been. Wow. Okay, so Penny's in North Carolina, not Tennessee. So the temperatures she's talking about are in North Carolina. She lives in Tennessee, but she's visiting her daughter right now.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, Penny. All right. Musica. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, I guess the bottom line is it's just darn cold everywhere. You know? Angie, it was 39 in Bountiful. Went and had Christmas Eve dinner with the family. Nice, Angie. Yeah, it's not that bad here for the place that's supposed to be so cold. Oh. No, it's been actually quite pleasant. We've gotten some snow, which we need we've had such a drought the last couple of years. So we need the snow, and it sure makes for beautiful mountains. The snow does, but it's not been bad as far as temperature, honestly. Penny, the cold makes me hurt all over. Yeah, totally get it, Penny. Yeah, Margie, you have yet to, well, it's only Christmas, so still have time to hit -40. For us, I think typically February is usually probably the coldest month. Is that kind of everywhere?
Yeah, it is here.
February.
That's usually our worst month.
Toby's daughter used to live in Bountiful. My sister lives right by Bountiful. It's supposed to be 40 for Christmas Day. Oh, that'll be a nice day. I haven't even looked. I don't even bother, but Doug looks all the time, so he keeps me updated.
Yeah, so
the temperatures. I don't have to look because he always knows. He's on top of it. Somebody's got to be, right? Let's see here. Yeah, it's beautiful. So what are you all doing tomorrow for Christmas Day? What are you going to do, Candy?
Not a dang thing.
Craft?
Maybe.
Eat leftovers, watch movies, sleep in, craft a bit?
Yeah, I've been sleeping pretty good with Charlie, so I don't know what.
That's awesome.
I probably won't sleep now.
Probably because you've been going to bed a little earlier because Charlie, and you stay in bed because you don't want to wake Charlie up. And so then you kind of fall back asleep. And so you've been getting a little bit better sleep. So yeah, maybe if we
I
keep
think
those
it's
habits.
versus 2:30, you know.
Yep. If we'd keep some of those habits when they're not here. Oh, funny. No, I get that. I totally get that. I'm going to get up early tomorrow and go sing with the church choir for Christmas morning for an hour, do a program. And then we've had the tradition of Christmas Day. You got to go to Chinese food, right?
Oh, we had that the other day.
Yeah. It's, the movie, The Christmas Story. So we found the Chinese buffet, the one that everybody goes to, we've tried before to find a good, and we have on good word from multiple sources that this is the place. So we're going to go try out this Chinese buffet that is known for being the place to be on Christmas Day. So kind of excited for that. Sylvia's eating and day drinking. Oh, Linda's going to be sleeping. Awesome. Yeah, Margie, I like March too. That transition. Nice, cool, crisp air, but it's not too cold and it's not too hot. Next Sunday is supposed to be 65. Ooh. Yeah, January, February, coldest. Linda will be sleeping. Sylvia, who still hasn't done their December prompts. Oh, you got all week, girl. Wait till after Christmas. Don't kill yourself. You got all week because it's only going to take you a couple hours to sit down and do something. Just make sure you have it in by the 31st because we will. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on that live that night and see who wins the $10. Margie sleeping as late as possible, maybe working on some stuff or letting the laptop hold me down. Yeah. Oh, meeting your sister from Florida. She came up to North Carolina for Christmas dinner. Oh, that's nice. Love eating and day drinking. Oh, Angie's working on some steampunk journals and in your art journal book. I'm excited to do some art journaling this coming year. Angie, you forgot to remind me to give you your stencil. And Angie was at my house yesterday to pick up some steampunk stuff for her journal she's working on. And I came back into my studio and it's sitting here, right here on my desk. So I don't forget to give it to you, that it's yours, not mine, because mine's put away with the rest of them. Totally forgot. Oh, yeah. Sylvia broke her buttonholes back. So
I told you no buttonhole murders on Christmas.
That's right. Thomas and Christy will be cooking later this evening and then cooking all day tomorrow for Christmas dinner. Looking forward to making cookies with him. Yes, that will be fun. That'll be fun, Christy. Yes, Candy said Sylvia has buttonholes because they don't have any wings, so they're not angels. Therefore, they are still buttonholes. But Sylvia is trying desperately to get them some wings so they can graduate.
She's murdering them instead.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, Sylvia, the one strand of good, I say thread loosely, but book binding thread type stuff through it is a whole lot easier to work with than Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix or whichever you used. Because, there's no flexibility in that. Easy to break. Easy to break. I'm excited to go try out this Chinese buffet. It's called Feast. I've never heard of a Chinese buffet called Feast, like Feast. Going to early brunch with the family and then a Christmas gift exchange at my son's house in the evening with the taco bar. Oh, that sounds good. Anything Mexican food sounds good. Yes, that sounds like everybody's going to have a very nice weekend. Oh, wait, what? Angie was just there? Oh, you were just there at, yes, you were just here and forgot to get your stencil. I know, it's my fault. What can I say? I was focused on finding all the right rice paper. I totally forgot. Nah, just too many things on my mind. Wasn't even thinking about it, honestly. So you might have to end up reminding me, Angie, because I might. It's sitting right here, but I might forget that it's sitting right here because, Okay, so we need to plan when we're going to do the sales next week. I don't know. Do we ask when people are available? Well, we got to do it when Candy and I are available at the same time. Candy, all of the ephemera sticker books came in.
Oh, awesome.
From Peter Popper. I'm excited about that. I got a bunch of new stuff, guys. A bunch of new shipments from new companies. Yeah, stuff I'm excited to pull out and try, but I thought I would wait until I brought it to the sale so that everybody'd have a chance to see it and get it if you want. And then we can try stuff together. More fun to try it for the first time together. Except I might pull out the pan pastels tonight. Monday, if you didn't already see, I know, new stuff. Yes, my front room is full of boxes of new stuff, Margie. So Doug's like, yes, please have sales.
Roddy's like, please no.
This stuff just keeps appearing. Oh, man. What was I going to say? Oh, Monday. Did you see the event is already in YouTube for Monday Jumpstart. Monday Jumpstart, we are going to play with a new experiment with a new product. Candy and I both have it. Christy has it. I don't know if anybody else has it already. I just know of the three of us. And because it's brand new to me, I've never used it before, just heard of it. You can thank Christy for this. It's beautiful. It's Simon Hurley lunar paste. And yeah, I hadn't heard of it. So thank you, Christy, for finding something else. So now Candy's got some, I've got some, Christy's got some. So we are going to experiment with lunar paste on Monday. And all I can say is that just looking at the colors, they are gorgeous. And it's not like mousse. It's not like what is it? I'm brain dead. I really long gone. Nouveau. It's not like Nouveau mousse. It's a paste, but it is lunar. It is metallic. It's cool. It looks really cool. So I can't wait to experiment with that. That'll be a lot of fun. And, oh, shoot, I didn't print out. I wanted to print out. Should we talk about what 2023 is going to be, or should we wait and do that on New Year's Eve?
Doesn't matter to me.
I was going to print the thing out that I had so that you could see it, but I'll tell you, we'll talk about it again because not everybody's here. So 2023 is going to be the year of using scraps and forgotten supplies. Sounds really exciting. But I honestly believe it is going to be really exciting. We have already been putting together a list of things that we're going to do with scraps. We've got a lot of ideas. And scraps, we're talking scraps of everything. Scraps of paper, scraps of fabric. If you've got, those scraps of fabric, scraps of lace, trim, all those things sitting around, we've got ideas for all of them. The scraps of paper. If you have time over the next week and you just need something to do to get organized, start separating your scraps so that you can get to them. As far as paper, I would say separate, to make it easy, separate strips. Have one container that has all the strips, anything that's in a strip of any size. And then however else you like to separate it. I basically have, I think like neutrals in one, printed cardstock and scrapbook paper in one. I have strips in one. I have, what would you call it? Like specialty, anything that's specialty scraps. That could be cork or burlap or tissue paper or anything that's not just regular paper. And one that is let's see, how many was that? I don't remember. Anyway, you get the idea. Sort them however is good for you. But we're going to talk about throughout the time as we're working with scraps of everything, we'll talk about different ways to organize them too, because we all organize them differently, and different things work for different personalities and for because different room setups, and because we operate differently. So we'll be looking at different ways to store scraps. And so if you're looking for some new ideas, we're going to give a bunch, and you can see if any of them will work for you. I have gone through several different ways. And what's funny is that I think even for me, at certain times, maybe it's because of like this time in my life, I was operating this way. So storing them this way worked best. But then at another time, I tended to, I don't know, do things differently. So storing them a different way worked best. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I was doing things differently, though, because we don't stay the same. So, and maybe the way you've been storing them that's been working for however many years is suddenly not working so well for you. So we're going to show you how we store the scraps of things, and we're going to give you some ideas even of ways other than how we store them. And we also want to know how you store them. If you have ideas that are different from what we will show or talk about, because you just might have the way that works for somebody who's been looking for a new storage solution. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to use up some scraps. Oh, I've got so many scraps. And scraps just don't get used, unless you purposefully use them. You grab a scrap here or there. But I don't know, or is that just me? Unless I purposefully set out to use scraps, they just don't get used up. So I need to purposefully use them. Let's see here. Some music. So tell you what, if you have, it might be a good time to do that now. If you have a way that you store your scraps of anything that you like that is working for you, take a picture of it and message it to me. Because we're going to start right out January 2nd with using scraps and talking about some storage solutions. So we'll talk about and show, what we use and things we've used in the past that maybe don't work for us now, but they might work for you. But that I think would be a good time to show and tell some of the things that you guys are using as well. So if you wouldn't mind, that would be really awesome. Small, medium, and large. See, some people sort them by color. Some people sort them by size. Some people keep them in by line of paper company that they're with. There's just so many different ways. Margie, I'm finding I don't have as many scraps as I thought, or some of them are hiding from me. That's a possibility. That's a good thing. If you don't have as many, that means you've either been okay with throwing them out or you have been using them. You could probably do a better job of, I didn't go over the top of that, of using them than a lot of us, because you make a lot of littles. And maybe that's your go-to, is to go to your scraps first, which would be really smart. So Lucy, far too many scraps. Well, that's me, Lucy. And a lot of them are big enough to use in things, and a lot of them are just pretty, and I don't want to get rid of them. I would like to make something with them. And they just keep multiplying. So So before you call them, Lucy, let's start out with some of the things that we're going to make right away, because you might find that there's some that you really, really like and you want to use to make these, and then whatever's left over, you might want to just get rid of them. Maybe some people are more motivated by other people's scraps, because they're, I don't know, are they new and exciting? We should have a scrap swap. Yes, that's what I was just saying, Penny. We don't do swaps in the group, but it's certainly something that you could do on your own. Anybody who wants to swap scraps, you could agree between the two of you or three of you or whatever it is, and send each other some of your own scraps. Because, yeah, sometimes it's fun to have somebody else's different paper, different colors, different prints, things you haven't looked at 100 times. Oh, that tore really nicely. Wow. I don't think I need to add anybody else's scraps to mine. I think I do have plenty. But I do like seeing other people's. But I find, do you find, Candy, when we focus on scraps that we tend to use them more than when we don't specifically say?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just keep building up.
Well, because when we're doing projects, I don't tend to grab my scraps.
Right. Even like you're doing a project, we could go to the scraps and go, oh, there's probably some scraps in here that are in the same color palette and would go nicely in that folio to make little things, but we don't. I don't.
No, I don't. I should, but I don't.
Yeah, we should. The thing we're going to do January 2nd, the very first Monday jump start of January. We are going to, you'll want to have, sort some scraps. They don't have to all be sorted, but so that you can grab strips, as well as, larger pieces, and smaller pieces. If you have them kind of separated, at least in that way, and I don't know, be able to go through a handful for patterns versus kind of less busy. That's a good way to say that. Less busy paper versus pattern paper, really pattern paper. But the thing that we're going to do on the 2nd is actually going to end up with 3 different things. Like you'll start with a scrap. You start with a bigger scrap, and we're going to make something, and then what's left with it turns into something else, and what's left with it goes to something else. And if there is anything left from that, to the trash, because then you have used enough of it that you're like, yeah, that little bitty bit can get thrown away because that's all that's left. And we're going to use those scraps, make some cool things from them. I'm really excited about the January 2nd project. We keep wanting to do it, and we keep going, nope, January. It's fun. Candy's the one that told me about it, and the first one of the 3, and she says it's so fun to make. I'm like, okay. Started making them, and she's right. Start making them, and you just want to keep making them and keep making them. Dang, that's one of those things you could just sit down and make all day.
They're just fun to make.
They are. They're just fun.
Quick. They're fun and quick to make.
Yeah. You see results quickly too. Yeah, that's
kind of like collaging. It's kind of mindless. It's kind of it's not really mindless, but
but it doesn't take this long to get something. Yeah. It's like in 30 seconds you have something. So yeah. Let's see here. Hi, Bonnie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Lizzie has enough scraps for her great grandchildren and their families.
I'm with you, Lucy.
Carrie, I really like what you're doing right now, Mary. I love the vintage look of those papers collaged and then some large capital letters stamps to put a word in the middle like love. Go, yeah. I didn't intend to do this when I started, but somehow I just thought I'm just want to like line up the different kinds of papers. They're all kind of going in columns. We'll see where it's going. I don't know. Who's sorry? So sorry. So sorry for what? Penny, what are you so sorry for? I didn't see a thing that you should be sorry for. Oh, Margie's been using scraps to make stuff for the retreat sale. Carrie, I think I've gotten too obsessive because I'm organizing all of my paper and fabric scraps now according to color theme. I don't think that's too obsessive, Carrie, honestly.
That's what I'm trying to do is I got to redo mine.
I get caught in the middle because there's a couple different ways that I like to organize and I can't do both, so some end up organized this way and some end up organized like that way. I do like organizing them by color. So they're in, and I've got some specific containers that I do that in that I will show you that maybe you want to use because it enables you to hold all sizes from little tiny up to 12 by 12 of the same color. Because sometimes you get 12 inch strips that are offcuts, and they're 12 inch by 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. But I like to be able to say, I need something red and go to that and have a whole variety of red scraps to choose from. I do like that. But then there's other things that don't really like. I still like having all my strips together in one, so I can say I need strips would work for this and I can just go grab all the strips of any color. So yeah, I kind of get caught in the middle of that because I do like both. Too many to organize. Been doing this for a long time and don't like to throw anything away. Whenever I organize, I never find things again. Oh,
been there, done that.
Yeah, that is definitely one of our problems. I have a solution for that. I know I've been saying that because I've been trying it out and I've been like trying to slowly use it throughout my studio. And I have run into I won't say a glitch. I would just say something that for me is a challenge, might not be for anybody else. And so I'm working through that before I, say, here's a solution for that. Try to work out some of the little things there, but because something will be sitting somewhere for 2 years and then I go organize and give it a permanent home. And then I need it like the very next week and I can't find it anywhere.
Because you look at the old place.
Because I'm looking where it used to sit for the last 2 years. And it's not there. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's really frustrating. Let me just do this way. Okay. So the old book covers for junk journals rather than just tend to like to use the really old book covers for junk journals rather than just the old ones. Oh yeah. Yeah. And even books that aren't that old, if I gut them to use the pages, because they're whatever they are, Dollar Tree books, I still keep the cover because I can cover the cover and use the cover as a journal cover instead of having to go find board. I've already got book board right there on a real book. So scraps all just go together in an iris drawer or on the floor. That's funny. Oh, I'll bet the cat plays with them. Does she? bat them around and I don't think you let her in your craft room, do you? But if she does get in there, I'll bet she just bats them around or puts her paw on them and slides.
I don't let CK in here either, but he gets in here. And then he bats around the little things off the table, and then my son brings them in. He goes, "Oh, is this yours?" Yeah, that's mine. I wonder where that was.
Yeah, really. Okay, what do I need here? Put this little piece right here. And then I'm going to let this dry. Okay. Folded just ends up a big bump later, so try to get that out now. Oh, this side's already dry. I tried to go light on the collage gel, and apparently it worked because this side's already dry. Let's see. Gave away about 30 book covers to someone on Marketplace, but I have no idea what she's going to do with them, as she does not make books. Interesting. She doesn't usually come in, but when she's there, she just ignores the papers. Toby, next time you want to give away covers, please ask for my address. I'm just getting started. You know, you might put a thing on Facebook Marketplace. Toby, just say I'm looking for old book covers that are going to be discarded. And see if anybody has any that they want to share. She finds a warm place to lay close to me. Yeah, so sometimes that paper makes a nice warm little pile. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm thinking I might just add a little bit of I don't know what stuff here and there. Just an offcut of that tissue paper from this month's Happy Paper Box. Yes, it's going to tear off right there. That's where. It'll always tell you where it's going to tear. Some of these places that are just big open spaces, I'm just going to give it a little bit of this. How's your rooster project coming, Candy?
Right now,
it's going
down. Doing that old newspaper.
Yeah. I love that old newspaper. That is so cool. Sylvia, are you still making tamales tonight? That just dawned on me. Did she say she made 4 tests and now she's going to town making them tonight? That's a big job to start in the evening.
She cray.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, but I said no. I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas to you as well, Cheryl. Good to see you.
I ordered her to rest, ladies, but she doesn't listen.
Sylvia doesn't listen to anyone. Sylvia is her own woman, even when it's in her best interest. Cheryl says, so what you making, Candy and Marianne? I am just collaging, and this is drying pretty fast, so I might pull out those pan pastels and play on it a bit. Candy, what are you working on? What do you want to tell them?
I'm working. I can't say it really loud, ladies. I'm working on a gift for my husband. I'm collaging this canvas, and then I'm going to put
that looks so cool.
the rooster on it. And I'm going to use some scripts on top of this, some script pages.
That looks so cool with that old newspaper. I love that.
Yeah. Well, that was the plan. I might not do anything now that I got this old newspaper on here. Who knows?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they like it too. It looks really nice. Yeah, that old newspaper, man, you collage it and it changes color and it looks so darn cool.
Yeah. And this rooster is the one that used to come up on our porch.
Yes.
Before the owl got it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, okay, it was an owl or a coyote. We don't know which, but
yeah. One of the things got it. Yeah. Roosters are cool. We can't have them within city limits here. Too noisy for people.
they aren't that noisy.
No, they aren't.
They're not any noisier than a dog.
That's that's what the neighbors always say. There's a lot of dogs around here that are a whole lot noisier. And it's true. Oh, I'm kind of liking this. This is the tissue paper from last month's subscription box. That vintage stuff we all loved. I love that one too. I'm every time I use this botanical one from this month, I love it even more. It looks so cool when you tear it apart and use each individual botanical. I had no idea it would be that cool. It looked that awesome. But I'm sure glad. So Monday we'll experiment with lunar paste. That will be a lot of fun. And then Saturday, then we're going to have some sales during the week because we've got all these boxes of brand new stuff sitting here. So we'll just have to figure out when. I would say late afternoons, possibly into evening on whatever different days. So watch for those. And then what? And then Saturday is New Year's Eve. So we're going to do Saturday Night Live, but we're really just a New Year's Eve hangout. Not, necessarily a big Saturday Night Live. Just a New Year's Eve hangout like we've done the last couple of years. And that's always a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll have Doug in here, at least for part of it. He might get bored with us. Might work on a project for a while, or he might go keep Lucy company, or who knows. But yeah, we always have fun on New Year's Eve. Bring your favorite New Year's Eve snack. This is where anything you eat has no calories. It doesn't count. So it's the one time, end of the year, the last day of the year. Anything you eat while we're doing live doesn't count. Yes, animals are brutal sometimes. That is the Lucy likes a rooster crowing. I do too, Lucy. It's very cool. Kenny's daughter raises chickens. That's awesome. Margie's never heard a dog crow. Me either. I said that some of the dogs around here are louder than the roosters. Yeah. Crowing, barking, yelling, whatever you want to call them. They do their thing, but they can get noisy. The dogs can. Let's see. I think this needs to go right up here. Now, what was drying so nice and fast is all wet again. I know I can use pan pastels wet, but I don't think with glue or adhesive, just maybe some water. Would rather hear rooster crow than a dog bark. Yes. What medium are you using in the collage? I am using the Stamperia Collagel. In fact, where's my... Because Cheryl, that I will end up tipping it over if I do that. So it's the Stamperia Collagel, which is their collage gel, collage medium. and it's clear. And it dries clear. It's more of like a liquidy glue than it is a paste. Like Tim Holtz Collage Medium is more of a creamy paste kind of, sort of, more so than this. I love that one too. Those are two of my favorites. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. It just kind of acts like liquid glue when you're putting it down. Easy to use, easy to spread, but works amazingly well. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So this is intended not to be a complete thing, but just to be a base that I could do other things on. All right. So I love these old, if you know anybody who has old desk calendars, this isn't even that old. It doesn't have a year on it. So it is old, but it could be used anytime because it's just a week, Monday through Sunday. I do have a couple though that have the year, the month calendar on it. But if you know anybody who has those, ask them if you can have them at the end of the year. They're awesome. I use them as have something down if I'm doing something with colors, so that the overspray or the over rubbing, whatever, goes on that instead of on my desk to clean up. So kind of a, what you call it. Man, I've lost my brain tonight. But I love to collage on them and then just rip the sheet off.
That's why you had a brain.
Oh,
for real.
The harassment I take. Yes, Candy, that is true. That implies that I had a brain to start with. Oh my goodness. Trying to think of all the other things that are sitting out there in the boxes for the sales. I know there's some Prima. I know Ciao Bella. Got a large order from Ciao Bella. Some Ranger. Some stuff from Peter Popper. Everybody's like, what? Peter Popper is a press, a printing company, and got some very cool stuff from them. Which one do I want to do? I might do both. This old paper that's just fallen apart is the best to collage with. Look at that. Charleston, Arthur Murray. Those are cool old ads, aren't they? Oh, man. Oh, I wish that one hadn't fallen apart. The Strange Countess, Another Thrilling Mystery by Edgar Wallace at all bookstores, $2. That's a cool ad right there. Wonder if I could put that back together and scan it. That's pretty neat. Probably not. Let's see. When Nellie Melba sang and the world listened. I don't know who Nellie Melba is. I need to get another page. Oh, these things are so old. They're literally falling apart in my hands. It does go on very smooth. Lucy said, interesting watching the two of you collage. Marianne puts everything in the same way and Candy just puts it back, puts it on, and both look awesome. Yeah, and that's what I said, Lucy. I didn't intend when I started it. I didn't intend to do it that way. I just sat down and had a couple of strips and I started putting the strips down and went, oh, I'm going to make a whole strip collage. I don't know why. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but that's not how I would normally collage. But I'm trying not to fight it. If I start doing something and it's different, than what I normally do. I'm trying not to fight it, trying to just do it and see where it goes. And maybe it's, something new for me that comes out that.
Look, I got one with a snake in it. Do you believe that?
Nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, because, Rodney used to be the snake man. The kilt man and the snake man. Oh, stuff is so fragile.
Okay, I think that's gonna
Margie said that proves I have a brain. Peter Popper printed a paper of poems. Yeah. How many poems did Peter Popper print? Peter Popper printed a book of pretty ephemera pictures. How's that? Miss Candy, what are you using to put down on your pages?
Well, since I don't have that, I have golden regular gel mat is what I'm using.
That's good stuff too. I have some golden. I like it.
I like it. It spreads really nice.
Yeah. I have some Liquitex I really like too.
Yeah, I like it.
And,
I got this on sale and it was in a bigger bottle.
Ooh. I like the bigger bottles that you can just refill your little one.
Yeah, and I refilled the little one.
Okay.
I have that Stamperia stuff on order though.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
You got to try this stuff out. It's good. I like it. And they also have it in a little bottle, a little squeeze bottle,
about liquid,
about the size of this, and it's the exact same stuff. It's the exact same.
I thought it's more liquid.
It's the exact same collage gel.
Maybe I don't have the gel. Maybe I have.
Put this in workable sizes without totally letting it fall apart. Not even hardly having to tear it. It's just, yeah.
I have the Collage Duratura. That's not the same thing.
No.
That's the glue. I was going to say, that's the bottom I have.
That one, yeah, that one is a little different.
It's glue. I mean, it's fine, but it's just not.
Not the same as the.
It's too thin. It's too thin for what I want it for.
Oh, yeah.
One of the reasons I like the golden. It's kind of that thick, creamy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to be able to spread it, brush it and feel it spreading.
Yeah.
Margie, when I tore up magazines as a kid, I got yelled at. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and now we're like, gather the magazines, tear them up. Does anybody do a vision board at the beginning of the year?
I've done it, and no, not anymore. I don't do it
In
anymore.
the past. I've done it in the past.
I've done them.
I haven't done one for a long time. I've done it in the past. It's fun to do when my son was small. Gather all the magazines and just let him go to town. Oh, I like this one. About books. I'm going to put that one right there in the corner. This paper is so, I don't know how well it shows up on there, but it is so brown. It's like it's been coffee dyed about 4 times. You don't even need to ink the edges. It is so dark. And if you watch it, hopefully it shows up on screen. In fact, I'll wait just a second. I'll put down another one. Let's see. You can see the color, And then after he put collage medium over the top of it, it changes color and it goes even darker. It looks like the one that Candy's got down, that paper. It looks so dark and cool. Oh, I like that. And I like this as well. Bargain offers. Chelsea's Bookshop offers. Abelard's autobiography limited edition published $10. $1.50. Wow. Bargain offers. Home study courses. So which shall I show up? The treasure or all the bargain offers? And they're written in very cool font. It's almost like they're ads. I don't know. What would you guys put up? Treasure or the bargain offers? Maybe I can find something else to put there where I just put that glue. Oh, yeah, there's no picking it up once you put it down. It is so fragile.
Yeah.
So fragile. But that's what gives it that great color. It looks so awesome. I do like getting the edges along the edges so I don't have to tear or cover the edges because I don't like the straight lines in the middle of it. But I'd hate to lose these edges because they're so old and aged on their own. I don't want to lose them or cut them off or cover them.
Oh, you should have seen. I want to remember those on the last live. I dropped the the eyelets, the tiny ones.
Oh, yes.
Well,
Yes.
Guess who helped me pick them up?
Charlie?
He came in, and I gave him the flashlight, and he got down and he held the flashlight and was helping me pick up those little pieces.
What a sweetheart. Aw,
He thought he just loves to help, man.
that is so cool. And that was a help because he could get down underneath.
Oh yeah, I was down there with him, but yeah, he helped. He come in when I was down there.
Oh,
And
what you doing? What you playing, Granny? I want to play.
yeah, and then I showed him what I was doing, and he started helping me.
Started picking him up. Wow, that's awesome.
Started helping me pick him up, and he shined the flashlight. He thought it was so cool. He got to use the flashlight.
That's what grandkids are for. Yeah,
He loves
that's
taking out
awesome.
the trash, ladies. He loves taking out the trash and picking up sticks in the yard.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
he gets his little tractor, and it's got the little thing behind it, the little
That little trailer kind of thing.
yeah, and he picks up the sticks, puts them in the thing, and then he takes them down to the burn pile. He thinks that's just the coolest thing.
It is, and he's so cute doing it.
Yeah, I have it on video. It is so cute.
Yeah, he's so cute doing
And then,
that.
and then he was riding his tractor when Rodney was out there mowing.
Oh no!
He was trying to help,
Thought he was mowing.
kind of, sort of, but he'd get in the way, and then it'd be like a stare off. You know, they'd
Yeah.
stop.
Stop and stare at each other.
Yeah, because and then Rodney'd have to go
We're playing
around.
chicken.
Yeah, Rodney'd have to go around him. It was fun. It was
Oh,
kind of funny.
I know the cute kid always wins.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Here's what I'm going to say, guys. After I get a few down, when I put the collage medium on top of them and they change color, I love that.
Yeah,
They go even darker, and then it dries and they stay darker. It looks like candies. You can see it looks so awesome. Yeah, I can't even make him that cool aged look with ink. It just happens with the. Try to save the ones that have edges and put them on the edge somewhere. Okay, am I putting treasure or the bargain offers? Treasure, you can see 1926. The bargain offers is cool font.
Look, which one looks better for you?
I don't know. So it can sit there for a minute. You can sit there till I decide or somebody tells me what to do. All right. Should put the ones with the edges over there so I can, oh, that might be a good, big enough to cover that whole edge. Kind of, sort of. So you can see the difference in color of this one and the two next to it. And part of it is that this one was the outside page and this was the inside page. So didn't get any of the sunlight, but it will go darker as I put the collage medium on it. I love the outside pages of these.
Margie said, throw it up in the air and whatever side it lands on, use it. That's a good idea, Margie, when you can't decide.
It'll stick to this thing. That's not where I wanted it. It's not big enough to cover that. Right. I'll throw it up in the air. When it comes down, it'll be in 25 pieces. That one little piece.
Yeah.
Because it's so brittle. Just put the light on my YouTube and now actually see what Candy's doing. She likes your collage also.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she just put the live on YouTube instead of on her phone. Yeah.
Oh,
it's hard to see on a phone. It is so small.
yeah. When I started, I had it off my desk so I could get it without getting
Yeah.
on the
Speaking
bottom
of
part.
cute, has anybody watched Lemony Snicket on? I haven't. Little baby on that show is just so cute. I have not. Is that the same one that was out a number of years ago? And I never watched it when it was out then either. Are you saying it's worth watching, Lucy, or just watch it to see the baby for sure? Do you girls use expensive paintbrushes or cheaper ones? It depends. Depends what I'm doing. This is a Stamperia one, and actually they were really quite cheap, I thought. But I love this one for collaging. For collaging, I would always just grab a cheap brush, and this, I mean, I still consider it fairly cheap because it didn't cost much. But as far as functionality, I love this one. It's become my favorite one for collaging. It just works so well. Spreading larger, amounts, not doing any fine brushwork. But yeah, I mean, it's only, well, I don't know, remember what they were. They were cheap. They weren't the expensive brushes for sure. I still have a bunch of brushes. I'm going to take that where, maybe right there. Oh. Move the collage until it lands. Well, I don't know. I might have to do that. The Laughing Buddha. Dear Dead Women.
What?
It's an article. Mrs. Millard and somebody in New York wrote an article called Dear Dead Women, which was published in the Smart Set magazine during the year 1902 or 1903. Now I wish I had read the whole article before tearing it up. Because it looks like they reprinted it. I don't know. That might have been a good one. Might have been a good one. Man, this stuff is so fragile. Look at that. Just want to get it there and get the glue on it. Let it dry. Keeps moving. And little bitty pieces breaking off because it is so fragile. I love it though. It's worth the difficulty working with.
Go see. That's why you shouldn't tear up magazines. Well, if she hadn't torn it up, she'd have never seen it. Well, there's that.
That's true. If I hadn't torn it up, I would never have read every little tiny word on that page, and that's way at the very bottom. Oh, continued on page 31. Hey, maybe I can find it. Unless 31 is the last page, and I think I pulled off the outside, folio, which is the first and the last page. Why don't you say, you know what, Toby? I did. Actually, these papers, they are 100 years old, and they came from a plantation in South Carolina. And the gentleman that owned the plantation kept every single one of these papers. And they are very, very cool. And I bought them all. I bought everything they had. They found them in the attic. They pulled them out. I said, I want them all. And before they would sell them to, somebody else. And I probably shouldn't have said that because then they knew I wanted them. And so they wouldn't barter really well on the price. But still, I thought it was a decent price because it's a big magazine and they have lots of pages. There's 3 different sizes. I think they're like 11 pages, 26 pages, and 30 or something like, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, and we did sell them I think we've sold them twice at sales over the last year or 2. But I do have more because, I bought them all. And I thought, if nothing else, I'm going to be using these for the rest of my life because I love them. So I'll probably bring them out again because they're awesome. Yeah, I love how you just have to be careful with them because they're very fragile. But once you get them down, they look amazing. I was even thinking about doing this. Ooh, this paper would work. This cardboard would work too. Doing it to make a book cover out of that with that nice, dark, rich, old paper look on it. And then just decorate that book cover. That would be cool. All right, let's see where are some of the others that have edge. See, there's one that shows April 11th, 1926. So I think maybe I'll let that show because that date's cool. Maybe I'll bring some of these to the retreat sale that is our HPP fundraiser, and I will donate them for the fundraiser cause because I've got a sufficient amount. Maybe I'll do that. Oh. So let's see. Make sure I'm not sticking to the desk totally there. Sylvia's still here, just listening. 1 dozen done. Wow. Why does everyone call on Christmas Eve? Yeah, because they figure I won't interrupt you on Christmas Day. I'll call on Christmas Eve to say hello and Merry Christmas. And that's when you're the busiest, right? The real Pocahontas. Oh, I really need that to be over just a hair. Is it going to move? Oh, there we go. Not that far. We'll cover that side. There we go. Okay. Will the real Pocahontas please stand up? I used to watch game shows. They were my favorite growing up.
Yeah.
Besides Gilligan's Island, Brady Bunch, and
Yeah.
There was another one we watched back to back, those three after school. But
Yeah.
I loved game shows. I loved game shows. They worked my mind. And let's see here. Well, that one's just about perfect. Maybe
I never heard of either of them until recently. What?
either a what? Let's see. Wait a minute. Magnus will use it to tag on special things. Inspiration board, like a charcuterie board. I think that's a joke. I think Margie's made it. That's awesome. Charcuterie boards are those boards that people set out and they with like the food on it, meat and cheese, crackers and fruit and whatever, and it's all
Non-fancy. It's called a meat trays.
Yeah, just a hick from the sticks. Yeah, and they do them in all fancy decorations, and maybe it can even be a scene, or do it. Sometimes they do it down a whole table, and here's one food, it's a little river running down, and then all the different things around it, whatever. They're really cool. They are really cool. Inspiration board, like a charcuterie board. Margie, I find a charcuterie board very inspiring. My stomach is very inspired by a charcuterie board. Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on what's on it, I guess I should say, clarify there.
I like the Italian style, the Italian.
The Italian meats and.
Yeah, well, we used to have we haven't been there since it's been a long time, but they used to have they didn't call it a charcuterie board, but it was their version of charcuterie. It was a buffet with just that type of stuff
that they laid out like a charcuterie board.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and you could pay for it as it would be like a salad bar.
Sure.
And you could pay for just that or get it with your meal.
Okay,
really good.
Like the Brazilian.
Yes, and it was mostly. Oh crap!
Was it one of those Brazilian?
No, it's an Italian restaurant.
Okay, because those Brazilian ones, that's basically how they are. Yeah.
It was Italian.
The ones that walk around with the meat on the skewers and Brazilian.
Those are. They don't have those here.
Oh, those are awesome! But I can never eat the my money's worth.
No, me neither.
But we used to go to oh gosh, the name of it just left me. Anyway, you could get the whole thing is $50 for the meal because they come around with the meat on the skewers and you can have as much as you want, as many times as they come around. And then there's also a buffet that has all the soups and salads and cheeses and vegetables and all that stuff on the side.
It was like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so you could choose to get the whole meal, $50, or for $25 you could get just that bar. And I'm like, wow, yeah, that's totally plenty for me because there was some meat over there, but it wasn't the meat that was on the skewers. But
it was mostly the cold cuts.
Yeah, but soups and salads and cheese.
The one here, there's one here that they have several, but we went to one and they had potatoes on theirs.
Oh wow,
like a scallop potato kind of thing. Oh my God, they were awesome. They were so awesome.
Oh, that sounds good. Always a lobster bisque, and they'll have a big cheese wheel, and you just carve some cheese out. And I love all the different cheeses, and then the fruit with the cheeses, and some veggies with the cheeses, and I'm totally happy eating that. I can cook a good steak at home when I want some meat, you know. But
Okay, anything else?
let's see.
I'm gonna put some tickets here, maybe.
Oh, I like the tickets. They bring the color in.
Down here.
Got a red one down. Yeah, there's some red there. Cool.
He's going to be anchored here on this.
Okay.
I need to bring him out somehow.
What's the blue thing that's under his tail? That, yeah.
I haven't glued it down yet.
I don't think it's needed. I think it distracts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's why you didn't glue it down.
Yeah, I was just checking stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe put it here.
Yeah. Let's see. Gosh, that looks cool. Even without the rooster by himself looks cool. Does it look like he's standing on something, or what's?
Yeah, that's what this is going to be.
Okay.
With the snake.
Yeah. Perfect.
The snake's going to be right under him.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, he's standing on this.
Yeah. That looks just like ground. That's awesome. Very cool. Oh, he's gonna love that. That's cool. Let's see. Yes, we love you, Sylvia. No, everybody who's calling you loves you. Carrie has an inspiration board. Awesome. Lucy, is the medium matte or glossy or satin? The Stamperia, is that what you're asking about? I'm seeing if it says on here, but it's really pretty matte. This part right here is dried, and so if I turn it, you can see there's no shine on that. On this corner piece is dried. Let me grab the other one. This one's just on a thin piece of paper, and that one's dried. So you can see, I don't know, would you call that a matte or a satin? It's pretty matte. I mean, there is no shine. And you can continue to glue right on top of it. Oh yeah, Carrie uses her inspiration board to tack up special things that women have given to her. Now you're getting me hungry, Margie. Charcuterie board. That inspires me to overeat. Yep.
Yeah. I don't need any help there.
Thank you, Carrie. We called it a buffet, Margie says.
Yeah.
Sometimes antipasto, yeah, if it's at the Italian restaurant.
Yeah, that's what they called it, the antipasto board. Yeah, that's what they called it. Yeah.
Board.
Yeah, that's what they called it.
Yep, that's what she's. That paste is what you were asking about, Lucy. Okay, yeah, so you can see right here, this is completely dried, right, just this corner. And the rest of it, you can tell where it's dry and where it's not. Still shiny where it isn't. Actually dries pretty quickly. But all right, I'm just going to set that aside and let that. Except I can tell that there's still underneath that doesn't have. There we go. If I get that little piece to attach right there in that gap. There we go. That works. All righty. Okay, let's set that one aside. Let that one. All right. Oh, who is this? The original Pocahontas. That's what that other thing came. I still haven't put down treasure. I don't know. I like the word treasure, but as far as words or the paper, this side looks cooler. So
use that side then.
Yeah, unless I just cut out the word treasure, but it would have to be used right away. Otherwise, it would end up crumbled to bits if it got, stuck in something with other words.
Yeah, there's no sticking this stuff anywhere else.
Nope. No, I have it all in a box. That's all that is in the box. Very well protected because, it does not take out and move around and stack and get rubbed against. It's just so awesome. All right, let's see here. See if I can use the rest of these pieces that are sitting here and cover one more. Christy, haven't heard from Christy in a while. Maybe she went to make cookies with Thomas. That's awesome. There's it. Now, I'm going to use it with the not treasure side up, treasure side down. It's going to be the buried treasure, the hidden treasure. You won't see it. I'm going to use the book side up because books are treasure. And I think just because I like that word, but this side is actually way more interesting to look at. Okay, others with edges. That one's got edges. I don't want to waste it over there. Oops. See, it got stuck on a little bit of glue on my, you can't see it, caught on a little bit of adhesive that was on my, or collage gel that was on my glass mat. And that little side just pulled right off because, adhesive's way stronger than that paper is. That is for sure. Ooh, there's another date. I'm going to use that date. That's cool. April 11th, 1926. Anybody's birthday? Not birth year.
How'd you know?
That it was your birth year? Yeah. Be careful of the glue on the fingers. You're picking these up, it'll just stick to them and tear them apart.
Yeah.
Okay, that's got an edge. That one's got an edge. Let's do that over here. Yes, some of the edges are really ragged and torn, and they look really cool. Okay. Okay. Shit. What's the matter?
Looks like I got.
Uh-oh. What'd you get on it?
I don't know.
No. Cool. I got Christy's picture of how she organizes her scraps. Okay. The edge. All right, so there's an edge. Ooh, there's a corner. Cool. It's not gonna work. There's an edge. He's got some of that paper in my collage gel. Little tiny things break off and stuck to the brush. And another little piece. All right, I am trying. Oops, oh man. Gotta keep this out of the sticky. It's gonna tear apart. There we go. Looks really cool. Good job.
I still didn't do a very good job. I watched video and tried to figure it out.
Oh, I think it looks great.
Had a hard time figuring it out, and I just
Didn't cut any of her off.
I really need to take a class on Photoshop.
I think I got one for us.
We'll be done in about 15 minutes.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Let's see. This one right in here. So did you figure out what it was that you got on there? Did something fall on it? Get glued on?
Must have. I got it pushed off to this so it doesn't interfere.
Oh, good. Good. Or cover it with something.
I couldn't. It was on his.
Oh, on the rooster?
It was on his.
Aw.
His crown. What is that called?
Yeah, his crown.
I know it's called something. I know what it's called. I can't think of it. They call that something.
Oh, his the
Yeah. See, it just won't come to me.
yeah. Yeah.
You don't think the rooster needs to be bigger? I keep thinking maybe I should have made the rooster bigger.
Well, I guess you could make him bigger and put it over the top of him, but no, I think he's okay. Oh, I like him. I think it looks cool. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, I got this corner. This would be a good corner.
Oh, I had a little.
Might have to get a little more paper just to finish this. Okay. 1926. I don't think my dad was even born yet. No, mine was 31. Dad was born in 1912 and my mom in 1920. Candy, that looks great, Cheryl says.
Thank you.
I agree, Cheryl.
And pastels. Let's see how this works.
Oh. I decided not to pull them out. We only have less than 15 minutes left. And
I'm just trying to.
I get started on that, I won't want to stop. And I know Doug's
here.
going to be ready for a Christmas movie.
Oh, I like how these smooth out.
Yeah, aren't they awesome? Oops. Yeah, I love the feel. Comb. Thank you, Margie.
Oh, that's it.
Comb. I
could not think of it.
I kept thinking crest. No, on the hens, it is called their crown.
Oh, is
The
it?
rooster, it's his comb. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I was like, I know it's something. I cannot think of it.
Yep. And we went from crown to comb or to crest. I kept thinking crest. I'm like, no, stop thinking that. That's not it.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty teal might ruin it.
Whoa, teal can't ruin anything. You got that teal in the tickets.
Yeah.
So
and his tail.
I was gonna say there's teal in him too. So
yeah, there's teal in him too.
Yeah,
so
I don't think any of that will ruin any of that. All right, let's see what little pieces I can pull off here. There are some cool ads here. Some of them I may be able to copy. Oh, I just blew that one. That was attached right there.
Oh, it's drier than the other.
What is?
The teal.
Ooh, is drier than some of the other colors?
That red oxide one.
Yeah. I believe that different pigments,
Yeah,
honestly, are drier or moister, and even in some mediums, they're thicker and thinner. Sylvia loves her pan pastels. Oh, I'm glad to hear you have them, Sylvia. I just recently acquired them, and I only played with them a little bit that one evening, and I am a fan. I am a huge fan. Love, love, love them. So Sylvia's got experience. We're going to be calling on her. Calling on her to help us with pan pastels.
Yeah, because that teal is like powder.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I have to put some water with it when I use it to get it to do what I want it to do. Ooh, I need to put this in water.
I just love how smooth they are, how easy they were to spread, and I don't know, they just had such a cool feel. Love the feel of the pan pastels. So I did contact Pan Pastel, the company, to get an account with them so we can get stuff direct, cheaper. And I have not heard back from them yet. So I don't know. I'm sure all the retail companies have just been swamped at Christmas and maybe, a little slow on getting caught up on correspondence and things. And hopefully we'll hear from them right after the holiday. Because, I'm not going to be that patient because I'm anxious. They were fun. I've got pastel. I've got several other sets of pastels. They're just different. They're just so very different than like the sticks.
Yeah.
The sticks of pastels. I've got several sets of stick pastels, and I can't even think of what other ones. I don't use them very much. But I can see pulling out these pan pastels to use way more frequently than I have any other pastels. Pastels, as they say everywhere else. The pan pastels. Then that makes me wonder, okay, is the proper way to say it, the correct way to say it, pastels, not pastels? Are we wrong? Do we just not know what we're talking about?
Okay, can I say I'd rather be wrong than sound pretentious? So hey, there
Does
is that.
pastels sound pretentious?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Sorry, it does.
even if it's the correct way to say it?
Yes.
It's like stamperia and stamperia. What is right? I don't know.
Well, they say it.
Some of them say one and some of them say the other.
Yeah, and they work
Yeah.
for them. So
Yep. So what they've said is it basically depends on what country you live in.
there you go.
People in different countries say it differently. So they don't care. They don't care which way you say it, as long as you're saying it right.
Yeah. And I refuse to say harassment. It's harassment, people.
Harassment. Yeah. That one did always crack me up. What do you mean harassment? I know the Harrises.
I was like, what? What did he say?
Harris is what? All right. Almost done. Let's see if we have a decent corner over here. No, there's nothing on that corner. I do like her. I want her face in there somewhere. Yeah, let's just put her right in the middle, right there. She's pretty cool looking. Her ad just kind of fell apart. Would have liked to have her whole. That's a cool ad. And let's see. Get this all the way to the corner. Oh, sometimes it's, especially if it comes out to a point, sticks to the brush and then just pulls it apart. They are chalked based. Margie's whole house is a vision board. Can't remember if you can write over them. You can use colored pencils with them. Heard that Etsy's going to hit the sellers hard. If you sell off of Instagram, is it cheaper? I love all the ladies that sell on Etsy. Yeah. Oh, Margie kicked herself out. She's back. Usually only buy digis on Etsy. Oh, I must have missed a whole conversation about digis, it sounds like. We're working on digis for HPP, but I haven't decided whether I'm actually going to put them on Etsy or not. The store, I still have the Etsy store. It's been on vacation. It's still on vacation, but my plan is to put the digis right on the website. So I want to make it so you can kind of get everything at one place. I'm working on a calendar on there so that you could go there to see what's coming up. You know, when is the next retreat, when are any of the retreats, because it'd be scheduled out at least for the following year. You know, when are the lives coming up, you know, anything you might want to participate in that regard. So you can get it all in one place. Happy paper boxes, orders, stuff like that, all in one place. So I haven't decided whether I'm actually going to take this shop out of vacation mode and put the digis up there. But I'm excited to get the digis going. But I had to slow down that timeline a bit. We just had a few too many things going on. And he reminds me that I can only do so many things at one time. And she's right. Hate to admit it, but she's right.
Mm-hmm. I'm always right.
I know. She is. She's always right, and she always has my best interest at heart. So I have to listen to her. But we're getting there. Lots of exciting plans for HPP. Just learning not to do 5 of them at once, just one thing at a time. All right, what do I have? I need one little spot over here. What have we got? This is good, nice and brown. So is there a nice and really brown piece right back here? No, it's not going to work. It's broken my hand. Okay. Yeah, these, when I do them just with this old paper, I love to just let them dry. And then I get this. This is almost dry, not quite. And then I will take these and I will turn it over and I will take it to my heat press. It's a 12 by 12 square. And I will heat press that out so it's perfectly flat. And then I will cut it into tags. And then it makes great tag bases with this old paper. I really love those. So that's a lot what I do with those when I make them like this. All right, so thank you for being here, everyone. It was a nice way to spend a few hours on a Christmas Eve. We do hope everyone has the rest of a relaxing, restful, safe night. And we wish you a happy Christmas day tomorrow, whatever you choose to do. Whatever you choose to do, just know I'm at the Chinese buffet. Remind me to tell you about it later. Hi, Pam. How you doing, Pam? We're just about ready to close up. Darn it, Pam. But Merry Christmas. We did get a little bit of snow finally. Let's see if there's anything I need to catch up on there. Yeah. Okay. So, Candy, you got to take a picture of that and put it in the group when you're completely done, because that looks way awesome. We're all going to want to see the final finished project. Okay. Love to see a little video of Rodney's face when he opens it. Are you going to put a name on it? Little name plaque? Did the rooster have a name? Did you name it?
No.
Probably shouldn't say out loud what he called it, huh?
No, we didn't name it. It wasn't ours.
I know it was somebody else's, but
yeah, and it just
into your patio, your porch.
Yeah, it was 2 roosters and 2 hens, and they kind of stayed around here, and then they slowly started dying off. And then because we didn't have a pen, and they were doing it in the garage. We had to shut them out of the garage.
Oh wow!
Because we had
in the garage.
Yes, because we were. It was right when we were remodeling.
Oh.
So I had my baker's rack was out in the garage, and so they were roosting on the top of the freaking thing.
Wow.
Because we had the garage open a lot because it was so freaking hot.
I wonder if somebody moved and just left them, put them out.
No, I think they just got out of there. There was a guy down the road that had roosters, but I don't know that they went to him or not, but it must have got out. Is all I can figure out. But they never went back.
Oh, wow.
And it's not like we fed them. We didn't have stuff to feed them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
they always tend to come back to their own.
Right. So we figured they would, they would just go back, but they never did. And I have dogs. The dog chased them.
Yeah.
They come back.
Oh, man.
So they started. So we had to shut them out of the garage. We had to make sure we had the garage shut before they got in there, because you couldn't get them out if they did.
Wow.
And then they moved to the back patio, and we put the grill back there, and we had to put a cover on it so they'd get on that. And the female got up. She got up on, there was a birdhouse back there hung on one of the poles.
Uh-huh.
And she would get on that.
Oh, that's funny.
And what was funny was we were like, okay, what are we going to do when they do that back patio?
Right.
Because they were still working on the inside of the house. They were still doing the bathrooms and the kitchen.
Oh, man. Yeah.
They were gone by the time that came about.
Wow, that's funny.
It was sad because first the white one disappeared. We found the feathers.
Oh,
We know something got it. We don't know whether it was a dog or
raccoons. Raccoons are not their friends. Yep.
Yeah.
Dogs, coyotes.
And then they slowly, one by one, the females. We had one female in that red rooster. He was the last. He was the last one to go.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
And we saw the marks on the grill, so something got him.
Right.
Got up there and got him.
Wow. Well, y'all have a happy Christmas, and we will see you back here on Monday at noon for Monday Jumpstart, where we are going to experiment with lunar paste. So if you have any lunar paste, I don't know how long it's been out. Might even have been out a couple of years. I just hadn't heard of it yet. So but we'll do that on Monday. And for Sylvia and anybody else who's been sick or just hasn't had time to do December, you definitely rest. But you still have a full week. The December prompt challenge, and it's worth it, is to make anything you want, and use stamp, fabric, tab, and blue. And then you need to post it in the Facebook group using hashtag HPPDEC prompts. Don't put any spaces between them. Just type it exactly like this. Whether it's uppercase or lowercase doesn't matter, but don't put any spaces between them. At the end of the month, on the 31st, in fact, if I forget, you guys will remind me, we'll do it at New Year's Eve live. And I'll go in and pull all the hashtags. I'll put everybody in a drawing, and we will draw and give one person $10 that they will be able to use at a live sale, or on the website, their choice. So $10 is worth you making something, right?
Margie says she made something invisible.
Did you post it with the hashtag?
Though we can't verify it, so
Anyway, come back to this live as well as any other video that's on our HPP channel. Leave a comment, and in the comment, leave hashtag 1,000 subs. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subs, we are going to draw with those hashtags and give away a box that is already packed, sealed, ready to go. That is over $450 worth of craft supplies. So that's pretty awesome. If you decide that you've got a little time and you want to send out a link to a whole bunch of people that you know, and we hit, why did I put December 21st? That's supposed to be 31st. And we hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, which is December 31st, not 21st. I don't even know if there's a marker around here. Doesn't matter. Then we will give away 2 of those boxes. I do have 2 packed, by the way, ready to go. That's how much faith I have in HPP. I have 2 boxes packed. That is a 3. I will change it. I will correct it. Double prize. We reach it by December 31st. So by the New Year's Eve party, by midnight New Year's Eve, if during that party even, we all go out and invite people to YouTube, and we reach it there, we will give away a double prize. I have a second box packed, ready to go. And I will pay shipping in the U.S. If you are outside the U.S., then I will pay U.S. shipping. And if you would like to pay the difference, I'm happy to ship it anywhere you like. Candy was born with a cape.
No.
Mandy, okay, because you're Sylvia's heroine. Yes, she was. She's mine too, Sylvia. She's my hero and heroine. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I want to be. Oh, I love embarrassing Candy.
That had my sister in that movie, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. And whatever you do, just enjoy your day, relax, be happy, and meet us back here at noon Mountain Time on Monday for Monday Jumpstart. Love you all. Don't forget a thumbs up, as Margie and Sylvia already said. We really do appreciate that.
Aren't the prompts in the chat? Aren't they up at the top?
They are in the Facebook group, Toby. If you go up to the top where it says featured, That's where we pin important things. So if you click on featured, it'll open up with anything that we have pinned to the top so that you don't have to go search for it.
Yeah, there's usually like 8 things in there. We try to keep it limited.
Yep. As soon as things are over, we unpin them and move them out. So each month we will pin that month's prompts. We'll put them in a post in the group, and then we'll pin that post so you don't have to search for it. So they are there. Yep. Just go up to the top. Okay. Sounds good. See you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful
Merry Christmas all.